fudge monkeys. My name is Skylar, and today I'm going to share with you my June TBR. So my TBR for the month of June consists of 5 books. I'm keeping it a little light because school, work, volunteering gets a little heavy, and I don't want to overload myself with too many book commitments. So the first book that I'm going to be reading in the month of June is going to be finishing up 1,000 Beginnings and Endings by Elsie Chapman and Ellen O. This book was part of the Asian readathon, and I just did not finish it because I could not get into it. I think maybe anthologies aren't my thing. I have zero motivation to actually finish this, apart from I just want to say that I did, because I said that I would read it in May, and I got halfway through it. It's hard to be motivated to finish a book that's comprised of short stories, because the biggest motivator for me to finish a book is to finish the story. So when I'm finishing a story like this, and then not every story is really great or really amazing, it makes me not want to read the next ones. So I'm going to try to read this and finish it up in the month of June. The next book that I plan on picking up in the month of June is a nonfiction book called Everybody Always by Bob Goff. Bob Goff is the founder of the Love Does nonprofit organization. They open up shelters for women and children in conflict areas such as Uganda and Iraq. Bob's big mission statement is just doing everything that you do in love. Bob is a Christian, so I do believe this book has a heavy Christian influence. But I would think that anybody could get anything out of this book. What it seems to be about is just loving everyone, always, right where they are, right as they are, without inhibitions or prejudices or anything holding you back from loving them genuinely. Not just saying that you love them. I think that's a big thing in the Christian culture, is that people say, oh, just love everybody, but then at the end of the day, it seems like a lot of people don't love everybody, and if they are saying they love people, they're just loving them from a distance. It's a lot of, this is what I say, but I don't really feel the love in my heart. I like to believe that I truly love everybody, always. So I'm excited to read this and see what I can gain from it. I'll let you know what I think about it at the end of the month. The next book that I'm going to read in the month of June is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I'm a part of a Goodreads group called Old Books, New Readers, and within that group there was a Pick It For Me thread, which was a group where you could sign up to join, and the moderators would match you up with another person, and that person would pick your next read from your to be read shelf on Goodreads. I had just put this on my to be read shelf, like, I don't know, 2 days before the challenge started, and my person picked this book, which is great. I've been wanting to read it only because I keep seeing the trailer for the TV show for the BBC, and it looks really, really good. I don't know much about it. I do know it follows a woman who is a witch or a descendant of witches, and she comes across an alchemical manuscript, but she doesn't want anything to do with it. Unfortunately, when she discovers this manuscript, it kind of draws the paranormal out of the woodworks, including someone who does want a lot to do with it, I think, which is a vampire by the name of Matthew Claremont. I believe there's a romance between our main character, Diana Bishop, and Matthew, which I'm all here for, but I don't think witches and vampires are allowed to mix in this world, which I'm also here for. I'm excited to pick this up. My inner high school aged paranormal romance loving self really feels like she wants to pick this up this month. And the next book that I'm gonna pick up in the month of June is a very hyped book in the booktube community, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is a new adult contemporary romance novel between the first son of America and the Prince of Wales. I'm so excited. I believe this is a hate to friendship, friendship to lovers kind of romance, which just seems right up my alley. Friendship to lovers is one of my very favorite tropes, and I enjoy a good hate to love as well. So you mix the two in, I feel like I'll love it. I'm excited to pick this up because I want to like it just as much as I've seen everybody else like it. So, yeah. That's all I have to say. I ain't got much to say about that. And then the final book that I plan on reading in the month of May is one that I'm currently reading, and that's Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This book was a part of my popular series I haven't read yet video, specifically something that I owned that I hadn't read yet, and Scott from Book Invasion recommended me to pick this one. So I am going to read it. Thank you, Scott, for recommending that. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm on chapter 16, which is only like 120 pages in, but it is really good. The writing style is very quick. Darrow is our main character. He's 16, and he is a hell diver on Mars. This book is a adult sci-fi novel that is set in a futuristic society where there is a color-coded caste system, and the Reds are the lowest rung. But they don't know it because they believe they are mining Mars for helium-3 to terraform the surface of Mars so that the people of Earth can come and live there and seek refuge there. But the people of Earth already live on Mars and terraformed for quite a while now, and they're slaves. And after a series of very horrible events that happened to Darrow, it's revealed to him that the Reds are the slaves in this color-coded society. So he is tasked with infiltrating the most elite level of the caste system, the Golds, you know, their training institute, I guess you could call it, and taking the Golds down from within. So far, it's really interesting, and I can't wait to get more into the heavier action-packed scenes. So there were just 4 other books that I wanted to mention. These are books that are on my radar that I feel like I could be picking up in the month of June, but I'm not 100% sure that I will be doing so, but I will just quickly mention them. The first one being Again But Better by Christine Riccio. Christine, of course, is a very popular booktuber, and this book has been met with mixed reviews. I picked it up right when it came out, so I am interested in seeing how I get on with it. Another book that I am interested in potentially picking up this month is How Not to Die Alone by Richard Roeper. This is an adult contemporary novel filled with dark humor, according to Amazon. And I believe there is a slight romance plotline. I'm interested in picking this up. I don't know much about it. I bought it definitely because I love that title, How Not to Die Alone. Another book that's on my radar for the month of June is The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. This book, I believe, is an adult contemporary romance. I think it follows the friendship to lovers kind of trope, based on the title, The Friend Zone. And it also follows a woman struggling with infertility. And the final book that's on my radar for the month of June is going to be Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I'm gonna put this down here because it's very reflective. As pretty as the cover is, this is a YA fantasy novel, and this is Margaret's second book. Her first was Enchantment of Ravens. I read that when it first came out 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to pick this one up. So that is gonna be it for my June TBR. Let me know in the comments down below which book on your TBR list you are most excited to read this month. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to be your friend and talk about bookish things. I'll also leave the links to my Twitter and Instagram down below where you can be my friend there. We can talk more, whether it's bookish things or non-bookish things. You can hear me complain about school. I like to do that. You can also hear me talk about my mom, who roasts me all the time for making booktube videos. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!